This show is proudly sponsored by TraderCobb.com, the leaders in checklist-based trading strategy. Yes, that's exactly how it sounds. I'll teach you a literal checklist so you can tick off items and be decisive very quickly. Get across to TraderCobb.com where there's a bunch of free content there for you to have a look at. And of course, if you're interested in having me come to your city, click and register for the live events coming up and filling fast. Have a great day. Visit TraderCobb.com now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.
G'day everybody and welcome to the Trader Cobb Crypto Show. I hope you've had a good weekend. It was certainly a wonderful bit of weather here where I am in this part of the world, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it, taking some time away from the market. Simply put, I was waiting to have a weekend. You see, this weekend coming up, the 26th and 27th, I'll be running a 2-day event in wonderful Sydney. So looking forward to that immensely. So if you are in Sydney and you are coming along, I look forward to meeting you next weekend. And if you are in Sydney and considering coming along, I think there's about 6 spots still left. So you are able to get along if you wish to do so. Just go to the website and get yourself along. Now, last week I talked about Bitcoin on the weekly candle. I talked about the fact that it had pulled back about 33%, just a little bit more than that. So not quite on that 35.75, but don't forget that was an average. It doesn't have to pull back exactly to that to be considered a decent pullback. We've pulled back into the 10-period moving average, into that cradle zone, and we've got a bullish candle right now, sitting there above 10,000. Current price is 10,600 on the nose, down 1.45%. But my week's trading is going to really be, I suppose, based off of this, what happens off this weekly candle. If we are to then push on to break to the high of that weekly candle, and that high is 11,112. If we push above the high, then I can see us continuing on to break new 2019 highs. And possibly in this run, maybe even get up to all-time highs, but one step at a time. It's got to break that 11,112 level first, and if we do see that point broken, then I do see a high probability of continued upside. Given that we've just seen a weekly candle print in the cradle zone and a break of the high, would be certainly bullish indeed. Looking at the lower time frames, Bitcoin really doesn't interest me at all. It could still very easily fall. You know, it really, really could. And there's still some opportunities out there that may potentially set up today where we will see further downside across some of the alt markets as well, given that they are in some quite good, consistent downtrends. So with Bitcoin right now, I am literally waiting for that weekly. I don't like anything that I see here just yet on these low to mid time frames. If we do break up through that weekly candle point, I will also have a higher low on the 4-hour, and that'll really open up me for more trading opportunities. So moving on to Ethereum now, it's at 225 and 69 cents, down 1.2%. And again, you know, a really nice downtrend in play here on Ethereum. Just not quite back into the cradle zone as far as I'd like. And again, in no man's land from my point of view on the 4-hour as well as some of the other higher time frames. So with Ethereum right now being down about that 1% mark, it's not a move I'm willing to trade on. It's not a mark. Sorry, I'm not willing to make a move on this one at all at the moment. Again, I want to see what this market delivers in the coming days. EOS against the dollar is at 4.33 or $4.33, I should say. It's up 0.61%. Again, really nice downtrend there, sitting around that 440 mark, waiting to see if there is another little cradle candle that does set up for further downside. For the time being, however, I'm leaving it alone, as I am with most of these markets. Stellar Lumen sitting at 9.1 cents, down 3.79%. Still a very messy chart on the daily, although it is grinding down. It is grinding down slowly. XRP has had a pretty good bounce off of that 28.5 mark, that old support. It has bounced from there thus far into the cradle zone. Now, it's not suggesting to me just yet that we're out of the dark and we're into clear skies. It does look to me, though, that it's going to take some time. If Bitcoin does move higher, then I suggest that Ripple or XRP, excuse me, probably will do the same. It's currently sitting at 33 cents, down 0.58, not really tradable from my point of view at the moment. Litecoin, $99.72. It's holding and struggling around that $100 mark at the moment. But once again, there is no real clear trading opportunity for a downside move just yet. Maybe the lower time frame is setting up some form of support later on throughout the day. But at this stage, there's just nothing quality enough to call to call it a trade at this moment in time. $99.73, down 0.64. Bitcoin Cash, a beautiful pullback into 334, which was an old level of resistance. Now it's become support, now resistance again. $321.44. It's down 0.9%. And again, I'm just going to have to wait. Binance is down 2.2%. At $30.41. It has been meandering along between sort of, I guess, 38 or so down to as low as, I think, $24. So it has a quite a decent sort of range there. But it's still holding. It's not having these massive pullbacks after a good, strong run. It's had a bit of a pullback, but it's holding its ground. We're down 2.15% right now. Tron's up. It's actually up more than anything else in the top 10 today. It's up 1.1%. It's sitting at 2.9 cents, and look, it's just had a very, very strong rebound. Still, again, it doesn't look like a tradable trend for me at this moment in time. I'm going to have to continue to assess that, but nothing there right now. Cardano against the dollar as well, back in that cradle zone in a very strong downtrend. Will we see more further downside today? I don't know. The candle's just a little bit too big for me on the daily to be attacking that the way that I trade. It's at 6.1 cents, down 2.52%. So again, guys, it's about time that we sit back and just wait for the opportunities to arise. I am in no rush at the moment. As I say, I've got a fair bit of work to do and rest to do leading up to this 2-day event in Sydney. So I am going to be taking it a little bit easy this week and getting ready for that event. Hey guys, also, I've been seeing some wonderful feedback out there on social media and whatnot about the courses, about the podcast and whatnot. I'll tell you what, if you do like this show, if you do enjoy what we put out there, it'd be really great if you could go and write a review on the podcast part, on the iTunes or whatever, wherever you read your podcast or get your podcast. If you could give us a review, I'd really, really appreciate that, guys. Have a fantastic week, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now. This show is proudly sponsored by TraderCobb.com, the leaders in checklist-based trading strategy. Yes, that's exactly how it sounds. I'll teach you a literal checklist so you can tick off items and be decisive very quickly. Get across to TraderCobb.com, where there's a bunch of free content there for you to have a look at. And of course, if you're interested in having me come to your city, click and register for the live events coming up and filling fast. Have a great day. Visit TraderCobb.com now.